I'm Nick Oster and this is Deanna Oster, my
Hello.
wife. Yeah, well, we're at Mundalo, which is it's about 50 k's east of Wagga, between Wagga and Gundagai. Yeah, it's been in it sits on the Murrumbidgee River, and it runs, yeah, from granite foothills to alluvial river flats. Well, when we first transitioned to changing our practices to more regenerative agriculture and adopting holistic principles, we felt a little bit, a bit isolated back in those days, because that was around sort of 2010. And at that time, we also were employing the services of Bruce Ward, who was a holistic, he's an educator, but he also came on the farm and helped you get started, because that can be quite tricky getting started. How do you make the change and how do you start? And he did that to a number of people in the sort of southern New South Wales area, a lot around Holbrook, and he said, why don't you form a farming group? Because farming groups are really good for that peer support, and you can bounce ideas off each other, and it just gives you that cushion from the outside world, really, because it can be quite lonely and isolating when you're starting to change and do things that other people don't see as conventional. So yeah, we sat down in sort of somewhere around 2010 and with a group of these guys who all had a connection with Bruce, and yes, formed what at that stage was there was 8 families, and we were 8 families then, and we've now taken on another couple. And we're sort of 9 families, I think, now, really, but 8 families sort of stuck as the name.
I think it was really important right at the very start to have honesty within the group and have that ability to, and the trust also to, because really it's about, I don't know, what are we doing? What do we do when this happens? And to actually be vulnerable, I think was really important, and I think that has been a really helpful bond, obviously, connection with us and help, and we've maintained very deep friendships as a result of it, because everyone's been so honest, and you have to lay everything bare, really, and to actually get advice and help, and whether it be a financial thing or an emotional thing, it's been a really great support. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at being brutally honest about things, and I don't shy away from that. And in those groups, yeah, I'm quite happy to, yeah, it wasn't a big shift for me. Yeah, I think it's been absolutely pivotal in our adoption of change practices. We needed that. We need that support, because it's not allowed. There are a lot of courses that are changing, but I mean, you do a course and it's life-changing, and then you get thrown out into the world, and where do you go from there? And it's so nice just to have people you can bounce ideas off, like-minded. You don't have to constantly, be defensive about what you're doing. You can just lay it out, and they can say, well, look, this may or may not work, but give it a crack, and just have that support.
Run a Pilates studio, but we've also incorporated that into an allied health centre. Well, they are connected in a way, because they're still holistically managed. We're looking at the whole health of an individual and spiritual health of an individual, as well as how we manage the farm. It's a holistic health, a lot of components coming into it. So they're sort of synergistically working together, I suppose. We've got the same out view in both businesses.
If we can help anyone who's thinking of shifting practices and to a more holistic way of thinking, and if we can help just say that you can do this and tell our story honestly, to say it's not a bed of roses, it's difficult, it's confronting, but what it's done has made us so much more happier. It's made us more profitable, and if we can tell that story honestly and help other people going through that, then I was very happy to join it. And if we can actually get in the ear of some of the policy makers as well, and they can see that people are happy, that's they're improving the landscape around them, and actually making money doing it, I think it's a wonderful thing to be part of.